always feel like a reality star where everything is being cut just to make me look bad. And then you won't have these issues.
You just can't be dumb. It's all you stepped in here. Listen, big dog. Here is the disconnect. Here is the disconnect with what you're speaking on, okay?
Because if you're not in a relationship with them, how could you really have a real issue with them? Who picks this stuff?
Where is your angle? What is your point? What are you trying to get at here?
So don't nobody get in here and get to talking and attacking me. You know what I mean? Because you done misinterpreted did something that I done said.
You just can't be my family member to just talk about you need to leave him. Now, when I was younger, I have, spilled the beans. I was a snitch.
Here's the problem, big dog. That's where we're having this, what are you talking about type of moment.
Then I'm not going to be in this situation. My thing is, how long ago was that?
It's just a shocker. It's a shocker to me that I'm not a problem. You feel me? Coming from the family that I came from. So
you don't have common sense.
It's a lot of people out here tricking. Well, quit playing this. Stop playing with us now.
Right. You feel me? Like, you better stop.
No.
You gotta have respect. If you don't have respect, it's not gonna work. It's like gangster.
Listen. My family is extra, okay? My family is definitely random. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business. You know what I mean? That's their relationship. Mind your business.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be the problem. It was a problem whether she won or lost. You know what I mean? Look.
I know one thing. He better not hit my sister first.
Listen. What is you talking about? Block her. What is you talking about? Block her.
Here we go.
DeeDaDiva.
Right. And we live with another one.
Right.
What's going on, mother? How you doing today?
I'm having camera issues today, but I think we can get it done.
We in there. We ready. Man, you see the topic for today, mother?
I was like, what? We getting serious.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get it started. Welcome to another episode of Melodic Mindset. You feel me? Here with PhillyBlack.info and Miss Ani. You know what I mean? Thank y'all so much for joining us. Mom, go ahead, introduce yourself and let the people know what's going on.
All right, so I'm Ani Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist, currently practicing in Lodi. We actually are opening up an office in Sacramento. I'm kind of excited about that. I won't necessarily be based there. I'll be still practicing in Lodi, but I also am able to provide services throughout the state of California via telehealth. So if anyone needs therapy, I'm your girl.
Okay, that's what's up. You feel me? And I'm your boy PhillyBlack, PhillyBlack.info to make the distinction. You can catch me on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. YouTube, PhillyBlack.info, all one word. That's where you can get my music, videos, and playback to the videos and lives we do here. I got a website, PhillyBlack.info. You know what I mean? You can go in there and check out that official website. You can see who I do music with, who had produced my music and all that other stuff. If you want to get anything on an official website, talk to me and let me know something. Maybe we can work something out. Okay. Thank you. You know what I mean? Let me get that going so I can catch who coming in. What's going down, cuzzo? Okay. So
that was still acting up.
For starters,
Right there.
For starters, you know what I mean. Let's just say, for everybody that view and watches the show, you know what I mean, please like, subscribe, share, you know what I mean, give it to your friends, your family, anybody you think a conversation you hear can go to somebody to help somebody out, you know what I mean, give them a different way to think about something. Please, you know what I mean, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, you know what I mean, and help us reach more people. You know what I mean? Also, I would like y'all to, please go to Miss Ani on Instagram or PhillyBlack.info. Follow us on there so y'all can see and y'all can vote on the conversations that we're going to have or that's coming up or something like that. We have polls. We put polls and stuff up there for y'all to go up there and vote on the conversation that's coming up. You can even go on there, you know what I mean, and throw something out there on a conversation that you would want that's probably not on the poll. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Just reach out to us on Instagram, Miss Ani or PhillyBlack.info. You know what I mean? And y'all can reach us directly that way. Other than that, Mom, let's get cracking on the conversation today.
Goodness gracious. We are talking about marriage separation. How did
Okay.
this
A
come
marriage
about?
break. That's how I look. It's a marriage break.
A marriage break.
Yeah, you taking the break. Listen, breaks is for relationships. You taking the break in the marriage?
Okay, so hold on. So it's more of like a separation to get back together, or just separating, period.
I mean, listen. If you ask me, you know what I mean. If you ask me, coming, let's just saying separation and marriage to me sound like a divorce. You know what I mean? But
Well, I mean, that's where my mind kind of went. But I mean, I guess it is possible to separate and regroup and come back
type of
together.
deal. You know what I mean? Because in that time, you know what I mean. In that time, a lot can be worked out. A lot can be, you know what I mean. A lot can change. But I'm
A
just
lot
feeling.
definitely changes, but it's not for the good.
And I'm thinking to myself, if you get into that point, you feel me? That marriage sounds over. Do people
Okay.
get back together? Really? I wouldn't think so. I mean, I don't think so.
Death row
Ain't no
contract.
separation. Been married 12 years. No divorce. This death. Hey, listen. In the marriage, it says to death do you part.
Till
You know
death do
what I
you
mean?
part.
So you know what I mean. So it's like, you know what I mean. What you like, man? What you doing? You know what I mean? What is really going on? Once that separation start being talked about, it sound over for me. Because
Yeah.
it sound like y'all are already to a point where y'all ain't, you know what I mean, where y'all just ain't, it ain't no help, it ain't no help there.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think about like separation thinking that that was going to help. Separation definitely does not help. It's going
But
to
I tell
bring
you this,
in more problems, huh?
but I tell you this, and this goes back to, I'm telling you, I love it how when we have conversations, a lot of the other conversations we have, it ties in or it comes up again. You know what I
Like,
mean? That's dope to me. But I was just saying, not too long ago, I don't think it was last week. I'm not sure when it was, but I remember, you feel me, in one of our previous videos or whatnot, I was saying, you know what I mean? Sometimes, when you're together with somebody or something like that, you're making sacrifices and everything in the moment or for that relationship. There's certain things that you can't do while you're in a relationship. So
what?
say what?
What you trying to do that you can't do in a relationship?
Okay. Well. How about this? Okay, let's put this into perspective. Then, since you personally asked me this question, I don't like to
Well,
personally.
I want to know
But
what you're talking
okay,
about.
so in order for y'all to understand, you know what I mean, where I'm coming from is a genuine place or a genuine mindset. You know what I mean. I'll just put it in my perspective, okay, or in my situation type of deal. Okay, my wife is a teacher. Okay, so that means my wife works in the morning. You get what I'm saying? Um, we just had a son. We just had a new child and everything. You get what I'm saying? So right now, like let's just say if I was to end up, like personally, I can't work a morning shift right now. I know that. You get what I'm saying? I know that I can't work because of my circumstance type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So certain things you just can't do. You know what I mean? When you're in a relationship, there's certain things that you just really can't do when you're there, you know what I mean, to you know what I mean, be fair and everything and make sure everything is all copacetic with your significant other. You know what I mean? You're not stepping on your significant other toes or anything of the sort. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that, you have to work and move according to your family as a whole. When you're by yourself, you feel me? When you're by yourself, you think and you move, or you're going to have to think and move by yourself. So if a morning shift or something like that or whatever is, you know what I mean? I'm going to take it. Like there's just certain things that you do, different
You
opportunities.
still not gonna be able to take it because she's gonna be at work, so you still need somebody to watch that
Okay,
baby.
but this is what I'm saying though. See, that's why my circumstance right now and what I got going on don't have nothing to do with this. With you feel me? With the principle of you know what I mean. What we're talking about. That's why I don't sit right there in the middle of that criteria. You get what I'm saying? I understand my situation. I know what's going on. My mind is made up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, when you're with someone, you have to make certain different moves and stuff like that. You know what I mean? According to what you have going on, your family type of deal. You can't just move freely for yourself and take and do. You can't do that. You know what I mean? And then,
When
mom, and let's
kids
say this,
do
and let's
that
say this,
anyway.
and let's say this, and who's to say? You feel me? And who's to say? Well, you know, I definitely do not move like this. Please do not take my words. You feel me? And run with them. But who's to say that you feel me, get out of this or whatever and act like I supposed to? Who say that you feel me? I don't, you know what I mean, mess up or whatever and don't take the kids when I'm supposed to take the kids. What if I end up you get what I'm saying? Like there's a like you have way like you're
Well, no,
a solo type of mindset. You have a personal survival type of tactic that goes on with you and your person. You get what I'm saying? So it's varies. It's different. Like I said, this is not to me. This don't have nothing to do with me, but just you know what I'm saying? Just to go ahead and try to throw something there. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. That's just how I would look at it. Let me see.
I
We
like
got
what Matt said. That's good. If everybody thought like that, then it would make a lot of problems, a lot of marriage problems would
let me
decrease.
see. I try to look at things from this perspective. I ask myself before I do this, would I get mad if my wife? Yeah, most definitely. You got to do that. That's the type of stuff you got to do. But we're not talking about, you feel me, what got y'all to this point. We're talking about, you feel me, once you're to this point, once you have to start thinking or whatever and actually thinking about going to separation and everything. You know what I mean? We're talking about once you're here at this point. That's a good way to keep things fair, man. Yes, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about, you feel me, once we got to the point of separation. What do you do then and how, you know what I mean, type of deal. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into some questions or something, Mom. Well, my
Uh,
talking is.
okay. Is it possible for a separation in well first, hold on. Before we get there, let's look at the definition. What's
Okay, go ahead, do that.
so marriage separation is defined as a separation represents time away from your marriage. It is when both spouses decide to explore living apart from each other as they attempt to reconcile problems or choose to officially divorce. Most people are physically separate, meaning they each have a different physical residential address. No, not most people. Oh, that's part of the definition. That messed me up for a minute. Okay. So I guess during a marriage separation, most people are physically separate, meaning they have a different physical
Meaning
residence.
they're not living in the same spot together. Let's just
I
put it that way.
actually know a couple that are separated but still living in the same spot.
Lord, listen, I ain't here to judge y'all
That
or nothing, but that is interesting to know how that is working.
is hard. I
And
think that's
it's like, do y'all get along now? That y'all ain't, you feel me? You feel me? Like obligated to each other's coexistence, but y'all are coexisting around each. That could be difficult. Are y'all still messing
very
around?
difficult.
Are y'all like, what are we doing here? Are y'all roommates now? Like what's the that's what it is. They're roommates now. They just decided that they
Well,
can't do
yeah,
it, but they will
that's
stay with each other as roommates and around each
that's
other.
basically what yeah, how it works out. But I don't know. That seems hard because my whole thing is this: if you over there and I'm over here and I can see you, we together.
Let
Bump that.
alone if I got a problem with you and it's to the point where I don't want to be around you or like that, and I can see you, listen, you still around me. Like
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like, let me see. The problem with people nowadays, here, put that one back up there. Yeah. The problem with people nowadays is that they give up on things too easy and don't really communicate. They listen for the person to stop talking so they can talk. They're not listening to understand. Big facts. Everybody has a point that they want to get across. You know what I mean? And that is what landed you in the point of y'all getting ready to be in separation to begin with. Listen, listen. Oh, you know about that. What you know about that? Yeah, what talk to me nice. Somebody finna get blocked. Again,
Uh, uh,
tell me what you know about that. Explain to me what you know. No, I
mhm.
don't. No, I
Somebody told
don't.
me no.
No, I don't. I don't do that. You feel me? I just match. I match, you feel me, what I feel is coming my way. I match what I feel is coming my way. If I feel like I'm not being heard, then I'm gonna let you feel like you're not being heard. Even though I'm listening to you and I hear what you're saying. So be careful what you say in the midst of you thinking that I'm not listening to you. Because that could be held against you in the court of law too.
we about to, we
Hey,
about to have, we about to have a fight.
hey,
But
listen. She don't want these problems. You feel me? I put her in the headlock. Put her in the headlock. Yeah, shots was fired. It's too late. It's too late. No, just go on.
Sherelle
Ah,
Sherelle said petty.
hey,
Um, so
listen. Petty is as petty does. You feel me? You never know.
all right. Is it possible for a separation in marriage to mend problems between a couple?
Yes, I
In,
think it is.
okay, go ahead.
What that supposed to mean? That you dealing with a Gemini? Y'all gonna stop attacking Geminis? What that's supposed to mean? If you're nice to a Gemini, you'll get the nice side from a Gemini. When you an asshole, you will get an asshole. Here we go.
that other
Gemini
side
attack again.
that other side protects you.
That's listen.
I don't know.
Whatever side need to be there, it will be there. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
So let's get back on topic. You
Let's
said
get it.
a separation could actually help mend problems between a couple. How so?
Because, okay, when you're in a relationship and you're making certain sacrifices, you know what I mean, for the relationship, Okay, you cannot do everything that you're willing or capable to actually do. You get what I'm saying? Because you have to make certain sacrifices. Time or whatever type of deal is, you know what I mean? It can be,
Okay, hold on.
interrupted somehow.
I noticed that this conversation is bringing on sacrifices with you. The sacrifices keep coming up, and you can't do what you want to do
No,
in the
listen,
relationship.
all because okay, so we're missing the point. We're missing the main point of what I'm saying. You know what I
Okay.
mean? When you're in a relationship with someone, okay, you're doing and moving according to the relationship to make sure that y'all are good as a whole. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my gosh, I mean, yes, I have to sacrifice a lot. If I'm not willing to sacrifice or nothing like that, then what the fuck? I mean, excuse my language, but what the hell am I, you know what I mean? Am I actually good for? Like, I can't, like, come on now, I have to be flexible. I can't just sit up there. Let me see. He feel like relationships require sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice because I have to give a part of myself away to somebody. I have to start thinking for somebody else or thinking about somebody else more than I have to think about myself. You have to. If you're not making sacrifices in your relationship or whatever, then you might have to start, you know what I mean, looking at stuff a different way. You might have to, you know what I mean, you might have to reconsider your relationship. It's just how it is. You got to make sacrifices. I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, a majority of people that's in, you know what I mean, true, real, serious relationships have made sacrifices. I promise you they have. So it's not like, you feel me, the word sacrifice or whatever, you feel me, is the problem. It's just the principle. You know what I mean? And if you're going to try to be effective or whatever, or even help your work towards or something, or be a part of why your relationship work, you're going to have to make sacrifices, let alone open to sacrifices. If you're not, you feel me, you're still thinking for yourself. And if that's the case, then when you're separated, hold on, then if that's the case, then when you're separated, you'll be able to think for yourself all you want to.
Not really. Not if you got kids.
Says, listen, okay. You are now dealing with the person. You cannot be 100% sure that this person is going to be like this or be like that. You can't 100% sure that a person is going to do what they need to do. That person might sit up there and just give up. You know what I mean? How can you reconcile anything with a person that gives up completely after you get a person that gets out of there or whatever, they turn their life around or whatever. Now they're doing this and doing that or whatever and all of this. It's like, okay, hold on. See, that is the person that I fell in love with. That is the person that I want. But you got to understand,
But
once
if
you got,
I might not be thinking about you when you all of a sudden
well,
think
who
that
said
I'm
that
doing
they was
what
leaving you? You can be deciding to leave them. Who said
if
that
I
they was
leave,
leaving
I ain't
you?
coming back.
But I'm saying though, you know what I mean? Listen.
Okay,
Separation
you
can
saying
work.
so that means like it makes the heart, like, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Is that what we talking about? Like,
What I'm
now
saying,
all
listen,
of a
9
sudden I'm
times out of
looking
10.
attractive to you because you done left
Wait a
or
second.
whatever.
We gotta, okay, let's talk about the main problem here. You feel me? When a guy, you feel me, feels like, you know what I mean, that this lady or something like that, you know what I mean, is the person he loved this lady and all of this and other stuff and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's real. If his mind is really made up and he's serious about that and he's going to stand on that, it's really not much that woman can do that's going to make that man change his mind or turn his back on her. Women do this to guys all the time. Women always be, oh, he's not the same no more. It's just it's something men, personally, if we're going to talk, like, there's something men would have to worry about. You know what I mean? A woman deciding that they want to leave the men. The men don't really do that too often because if their mind is made, their mind is made. You know what I mean? If you're going to be serious about that woman, if you feel in your heart that you're willing to die for that woman, you're not going to be sitting up there doing shit that's going to fuck you up or whatever, let alone be ready to put your life on it. Like, come on. No, their mind is made up. A guy, 9 times out of 10, if a guy leaves a woman or whatever or something like that, then I can guarantee you they're probably done to the fullest. If a woman leaves a man,
they should go help the couple, though.
Say what?
How's the separation going to help the couple?
Okay, if we're talking about how a separation can help,
that's
you know
what
I mean?
Said.
If the
many problems between a couple.
Okay, see, but questions was asked other than that. We wasn't even okay. If something is going to work, if it's going to work, 9 times out of 10, if in the relationships or something like that, you feel me, y'all will generally start to have problems when you start to have money problems. Okay, if you start to have money problems and stuff like that, and stuff is getting rocky and everything, you know what I mean, and then y'all decide to separate. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, both of y'all is making the proper money that y'all need to make. Y'all are going to start looking at each other like, damn, like, okay, it's not, I like the relationship and I like this person, but it was just hard on me here and I did not want to do that. But now all of a sudden, so now that y'all done brought yourselves up or whatever, and y'all are personally okay with yourselves and everything and got y'all shit together individually, and y'all really, really love each other, and really want to be with each other, that will probably help you. Me personally, my personal opinion on it, if you're talking about a separation in a marriage and a break and all of this bullshit, the marriage is over in my head. But I'm saying if it's going to work, you feel me? It's going to be, they're going to separate.
Your answer to that question is no. Right?
But hold on, but they said, can it work? If it can, how can it? Me personally, no. But if it can, it would have to work that way.
Oh. Okay. So I think we on the same page then.
We wasn't for a long time. And see, you probably looking at me like I'm fucking crazy.
I was trying to figure out like what your explanation was helping with, but now
I'm just saying
that the separation causes more problems. Now, yeah, because being separate, I mean, that's not gonna help a marriage. That's not gonna help.
I feel like once you get there, I feel like
helps mend a marriage.
Yeah, see, I feel like once it gets to that point, at that point, it's already done. Like, it's already over. Y'all already, because 9 times out of 10, y'all already been trying to work it. Y'all already been trying to do stuff to actually fix it. But if y'all get to the point where y'all separating, it's pretty much done there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're either the male or the female is probably going to do more harm to themselves trying to get back into the relationship. You feel me? Versus stumbling forward in their life, you know what I mean? Without it's at that point, it's pretty much over. You need to leave it alone. Yeah. My opinion, and if you was for my advice.
Let's be real. A lot of times, when a couple separates, it's because it's because someone is trying to see other people, or it happens a lot. I don't know what the statistics are, but it happens a lot when people separate, other people come into play. And so that's never going to be good for marriage problems.
Let alone, you know what I mean? If that's the cause that caused the separation in the first place, then only way that's going to work, you feel me, is if the person that was actually cheated on or something like that decides that they want to take that person back. It's that person that's been doing it, and you can't help it. You know what I mean? You're done. You're donezo. So it all depends on the people when it comes to if it can work or not. If it's not gonna work, like I said, me personally, it's not working.
It can work if you're working at it, it can work, but a separation doesn't necessarily mend problems between a couple.
And I mean, Well, okay, well, let's put it this way. Because a separation don't have to, I mean, yes, it do mean that you're done, but a separation doesn't have to mean that you're done. Because y'all
No,
can change your mind at some
I,
point.
I totally agree with that. But
Type
I
of
don't
deal.
think the separation, like, if you separate, well, we just gonna take a break because so we can help our relationship. That don't work.
That's a horrible way. That's a horrible way to introduce that. That's let me see if a man living
Because
money 9 times out of 10, he's
how
not
did
serious.
that conversation get there instead of in the comments?
What oh damn, my bad.
Barometer, fix it.
What happened?
It's messing me up. There's like a side conversation going that's blocking my screen, and I don't even know how it.
That's we got somebody trying to come up, but they can't
Oh, well then, how did they get over there?
because is he in here already?
Oh,
That's my boy. That's Dre. Look, he down here at the
but
bottom.
he said
Scroll
he can't come on because he's driving. So why is he over there?
because he was going to come on. So if anything, we need to just put him up and let him talk. There we
Okay,
go. Bam.
yeah,
There we go.
let him
Yeah.
talk. Stop messaging, messing me up.
Nah, look, you threw off over there. Look.
No, I'm having technical difficulties over here. Shoot.
Dre, what's going on with you, big dog? Can you hear me?
Uh-uh.
We can't hear him. You must be muted somehow, man. Don't crash, man. Come on, big dog.
Right.
And then if you kicking it with bro, wasn't you just playing dominoes with bro? Was that today?
So we got uh Gerald Forrest saying it give time for clarity. No, no, because a lot of times you looking somewhere else. You ain't trying to get clarity on the relationship that done got on your nerves for the last 15 years.
I'm telling you, if you get to that moment, I'm telling you, if you get to the point where you and your significant other is talking about separating and all of this other stuff, just from there, you need to just start trying to, you feel me, pick your put your life together or whatever the hell, or try to understand that your life is finna to move on or go forward without this other person. That's how you need to be thinking. All that other extra stuff coming about and stuff like that, if y'all can reconciliate and all of this, that needs to come after. You have to start figuring out what you need to do.
Okay. I tell married couples all the time, or even the one party of a marriage who comes into my office all the time. Um, love is not what keeps people together, it's commitment. So that means that when there's going to be times when you're not in love with your spouse, but that doesn't mean that it's time to leave. And there's going to be times when you like so in love with them, and then sometimes you want to sell them to the circus. But
Okay, but wait a second.
living
Let's
is what keeps marriages together.
okay, so tell me this though. What exactly, you know what I mean? What does love mean to you? What is love?
It's actually a feeling, and you have
Mm-hmm.
to love on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
People say, well, I'm just not in love with you anymore. It's because you're not trying. It's because
That's
you're
like
not trying to be.
it's like I don't know.
You don't
See,
want.
how do I jump in? He's still trying to get there. Look, you in there now, big dog. You in there now. You're the black screen right there on the screen. You're the black screen, big dog. Okay, you're not there no more though. But yeah, but on a serious note, I mean, I feel like when you really like, or whatever, if you care for someone or not. You know what I mean? The extent you'll go for a person or not. You know what I mean? Type of deal. Love, I love this person or whatever. You know what I mean? Is yes, I will put my life on the line for this person. You know what I mean? If I say, yeah, I love you, bro, I love you, sister, you know what I mean? Or something like that. To me, like me personally, deep down, you know what I mean? That's to me, what is the extent that I'm willing to give myself for this person? You know what I mean? And if I'm willing to give my life for you, you know what I mean? That's love to me. You know what I mean? That's love to me.
So there's times when you like, yeah, I wouldn't stand in front of that truck for her today.
It's like, listen, that's
But
crazy.
that's a feeling that you have.
But
But
no, because if you love somebody, see, if you're willing to die for somebody, something as small as a fucking argument or something like that should not make you think that way. Some it's certain shit that, I mean, whatever. Okay, we're not perfect. You got to accept certain flaws and certain, you feel me, things or whatever that might irritate you or might throw you off about your significant other sometime. Let it go. It's not that serious. You know what I mean? It's really not that serious type of deal. Hold on. What is this saying right here? I can't see that.
infidelity does cause separation, but that's not necessarily the reason for separation. It can be, but not necessarily. People have
And
problems
then
a
again,
long time before separation.
and
Or
then again, and then again, you got to be careful because you sit up there and talk about you want to take a break or whatever, and that right there gonna cause the infidelity.
right, exactly. That's
That's
exactly what
gonna cause
I'm
the
saying.
infidelity because it's
And
like,
then my
okay, hold on.
thing is, I think I think people need to realize that when they call themselves wanting a break, because usually you want a break because there's somebody you got your eye on. And you want to, frame it in, oh, we was separated or we was taking a break or whatever. But the thing is, you have to realize that it is this break worth somebody else, putting their hands on your spouse or your partner too, because it can go both ways.
Type of deal.
You leave somebody lonely and somebody else, start talking real nice to them, and then you mad because that's not why we separated, but you
All right,
leaving
let me
your
see.
partner out there.
Right. What it say right here? I have a friend who lost his wife because of a drug addiction, and she left him because they became homeless. And now, after 11 years later, he has been clean. Now he's so anxious to be going on his first date. Okay. Now, this is my thing on that. Okay. You don't went on this 11-year, whatever it is. No disrespect to you. I'm proud of you and congratulations that you are clean. But the fact that you got to understand that you squandered that relationship you had 11 something years ago with the shit you was doing. So that's it. You squandered that already. You cannot. No. That's just like it's got the God. It just don't. It don't.
Is he going on a date with his ex-wife or just a new something altogether?
With the ex lady that he was with that he lost, and so they had a kid together.
Oh, that's cool.
That's real cool. But I mean, if she wouldn't have accepted that, you couldn't be mad at that dude. Whoever you know what I mean? Like if she didn't accept that, you can't be mad at that
Well, yeah, but that's cool.
type of deal.
Okay. Yeah. So, oh yeah. So he's going on the first date with the ex-wife. I think that's awesome.
Type of deal. All right, look, big dog. We gonna should we hold on? What question is we on?
Number one.
We still. Oh my gosh.
It's one of them topics. It
That's
happens.
me talking too damn much.
All right. When should a couple consider separation?
When
if
should a
there's some
couple?
sort of abuse. But I mean,
I mean, I guess that question, that question, you feel me, resigns in everybody personally. You know what I
right.
mean? What is your push? What is your boiling point? You know what I mean? What is your breaking point? What is it that you know?
I think that you should consider separation because you got married for life. But now there are some things that, like abuse, that it's like, okay, I got to get myself out of this situation. And yes, people, infidelity is abuse. You know you in a relationship. Why you out doing whatever you doing? That's abuse. That's emotional abuse.
Type of deal. Type of deal. I mean, it's all. I mean, it's all types of shit. I mean, personally, I'm gonna say this because I know verbal abuse is a thing. You know what I mean? But me yelling is not verbal abuse. You know what
If
I
you
mean?
calling me names and you calling me fat, it's a
See, there
problem.
you go. There you go. That's the verbal abuse. Just because I'm talking louder than you and telling you, you feel me, that I don't care or I don't want to hear it, that's not, and me personally, I just feel like
Neglect
that's
is
the
abuse
worst.
too.
If I can be close, I'll put myself here for a second. If I can be close to any sense of abuse, it would be verbal abuse, but I don't verbal abuse because I would never say no crazy shit like that. I know what's hurting. I know I don't say certain shit, and it's just how it is because I'm not going to verbal abuse you. But for me to talk loud and defend myself and tell you to leave me the hell alone, I don't give a damn and all of that. I don't care how loud I say. I could bust your eardrum. Maybe you know what? There's the abuse because I
Wait a
don't bust
minute.
your eardrum
Wait a
telling
minute.
you to shut the head.
I'm assuming this is the answer to question number 2. When should a couple consider separation? Abuse, communication, and if your sex life ain't popping no more, what? If your sex life ain't popping no more, that's half your fault. So what you gonna do to fix it?
Yeah, because it takes two. I mean, both parties gotta, you know what I mean, make it happen. They
I
say
don't
you
know
can
about no separation if
talk to me
because the
without
sex
yelling.
life
You
ain't
can talk to
popping
me
no
without
more.
yelling. I don't know. I don't know because that's all I got. I ain't gonna put my hands on you. I ain't gonna put my hands on you. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like that's the best I got for you. You know what I mean? I'm here to tell you. I'm gonna yell at you. You feel me? I'm just here to, you know what I mean? That's all I can do. That's all I got. That's all I got. You know what I mean? That's all I got. Sex life could be reason enough, if not existent. Well, I mean, huh? Yeah, you ain't lying.
Yeah, that
You ain't
has
lying.
caused many separations.
And let me see. He could be that she is not wanting it, or he not able, or I mean, shit. He
See?
could be
And
able.
that's why you not supposed, when you say for better or for worse, sickness and in health, till death do us part.
Listen, listen.
You
Just
just
because he
gonna leave
able.
your spouse because they can't get it up no more.
Listen, just cause he able, you feel me? Just cause he able, you feel me? You could, boy, you could be ugly as hell. Don't be no love. Don't be out here looking like little boots.
Why you
You
say
could
that?
be doing it right, boy. Soon
Why
as that
you
right
say
motherfucker get in their face, boy, you in trouble. I don't shit. Yeah, you do it right. She want to see if he do it right too. Fuck you talking about? Hey, can I get somebody who do it right
Wait,
who look
wait,
good?
Terrell's comment back up. Oh, there we go.
There he is.
What's up,
Man,
gang?
What's going down with you, big
Man,
doggy?
just listening to what y'all got going on. I'm gonna
What
be
you got
honest,
going
bro.
on, man?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I had some shit to say, but I took so damn long.
No,
Okay,
tell us,
well,
man. Talk about it. Talk
I
about it.
gotta think for a second. Give me a second. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna jump in.
Where you at? Is you kicking it with bro right now? Y'all playing dominoes and shit?
Nah, I already spanked that nigga a couple times, man. He don't want to come over here no more.
Oh man, he done posted it. He was saying how he was gonna whoop on you. He
Nah,
was hype about
I'm
it, and he
cap.
got whooped on.
Nah, I'm capping. I'm capping. He whooped me.
He whooped on you.
He whooped me. He did it.
Oh wow, you
uh,
you an idiot. He lied. We don't know what happened.
But it's good.
Talk
Come
about
on.
the all right. Talk
Let's
about the
talk about
topic.
this shit, man.
Yeah, talk about the topic.
Come on, I'm gonna
okay.
jump in. I gotta think for a second, man.
When should a couple consider separation?
When should a couple consider separation? Whoo, that's tough because trials and tribulation. You're supposed to stick through it all. You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to just give it up. So when it comes to complication with the kids, if you got kids and shit like that, and it becomes a problem within the kids. You know what I mean? Like if
So
y'all
you mean like
communication out
kids
there,
that you mean kids prior to the relationship or kids that you
yeah,
share?
That y'all had, yeah.
yeah, kids that you share. I mean, it really don't matter
Kids,
because
period.
kids is kids. If kids soak in the wrong shit, it's a problem. You feel what I'm saying? So if you with
Okay.
somebody and say you with somebody and it's just so toxic that it goes to the kids and they soaking up the wrong
Okay.
shit.
Oh,
They
I see
starting
what
to
you're saying.
acknowledge
When
the
it's
wrong
not
shit.
good for the kids.
Yeah, I feel like that might be the
Okay, so
best
let me
time to
so let me
separate.
throw
You know
this
what I
out
mean?
there for you too, big dog. Let me throw this out there for you too. Okay, so you saying that you should start considering separation when it's bad for the kids, but you don't think the separation is going to be bad for the kids too? That's going to make it even
No,
worse, right?
Not
never,
always, because
never.
not always,
That don't
because
never
kids
make it
need
worse.
their
It's
parents to be
always a
healthy.
under right. You know what I'm saying? It's always an understanding because kids are small, so when they young, they soak up the wrong shit easier than the right shit. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
you separating from
Everybody,
your
I think
kids,
that's everybody.
you
Everybody
but you
gravitates to
sep
the negative.
no off the rip. But if you separate from your kids, that don't necessarily mean that you have to separate yourself from the kids. You get what I'm saying? It's just the problems that the
Honey,
kids is starting to
honey.
soak in. You feel me? That's the problem. You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
just by y'all
Yeah.
separating don't mean you have to separate from your kids. It's just really the the vibe, the communication, the niggas just want to get along. You
Toxicity.
feel what I'm saying? If you can't get along with your girl and it's going to the kids and the kids are starting to be confused, it's not good, bro. At
Yeah.
all. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's my thing. I feel like the kids play a big role in the relationship if you have kids. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Absolutely.
And I'm a
Yes,
person who
they
has
do.
kids, so I can't really speak on people who don't have kids. So, yeah, man, come on.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a very good
Hell yeah.
point with that one.
How
Hell yeah.
Minky?
Because I'm telling you, kids can make the parents, you feel me, actually get in line. You feel me? If they care about the kids and what you're saying, big dog, if they give a fuck about what the kids is seeing and taking in, how the kids is going about, yes, you know what I mean, type of deal. Kids is a very important thing because they'll make the parents snap back and
What
shake and get their
off the
shit
rip?
right
Because
because they feel it's exposed to the kids.
once you have kids, your feelings really don't matter. You feel me? It's really about the kids. You know what I mean?
There we go.
So if
There
you
we go.
arguing
I
with your
say this
girl
all the
every
time.
day,
Dre, I say this all the time, big dog. When you don't have kids, you feel me? That whole thinking for yourself mind state, you feel me? Yeah, it's
come
wonderful.
on,
Great.
come on.
Have it, live it, you know what I mean? Embrace it the whole nine. But once you get kids, if you continue to think that way, if by the time you done had kids or whatever, and something ain't snapped in you, like, man, this is not about me no more. If you ain't got time, if that ain't clicked in your head by now, and you done had kids, you're the problem.
Gang, you done already been through the childhood. You already been through the childhood. So when she have
deal, that
kids,
shit
you
is
not
over.
even
And then you
acknowledging
done
that.
had kids. Come on, man.
You gotta acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? Feelings, all that, bro. And you arguing with your significant other, you bumping heads with your significant other. Even if y'all bumping heads and y'all trying to make it, so, you know, it's some relationships who stay together just because they have kids. You get what I'm
So
saying?
listen, look, this comment right here. Look, right here. Sometimes people stay together just because of the kids, and then they're in a relationship that you don't want to be in no more, and it creates a toxic environment. So listen though, here's another flip side to it, okay? Because that can be a good thing. Like I said, you feel me? Depending on how you care or feel for your significant other, depending on how you feel and everything about the kids, depending on how you truly feel about this relationship, if you want to make it work and shit like that, if you're just not here just because fucking up shit, don't give a fuck or whatever, if you care or if you value your shit at all, okay, kids can help because you can be in a space, you feel me, where you're not too much getting along with your significant other. Stand together because of the kids can allow you to get over that and see that you're looking that is not that big of a deal. There is so much worse out here. There's this whoopie whoop whoop and this and all of the above. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always a bad thing. You feel me? It's not always a bad thing. It can help if you care.
I agree
It's almost
because people talk about like being in toxic relationships or arguing all the time. It takes two people to argue. So if you're even though you may not be the one starting it, if you're engaging in it, then you're helping, the situation that's not good for your kids. There's a way that you can respond to toxicity without damaging your children too.
right. Communication, all that, play a part of all that.
I say, my thing is, you know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, you got to always, you feel me, be willing. And I would personally say, I know it could be a problem in my child. I'll say in my child, because I'm mainly talking about my son when I say this. You know what I mean? Every time I get on him, every time, you know what I mean, I have something that I want to tell him and that I really want him to pay attention to. You get what I'm saying? I know I can start to lecture him because there is so much more than just telling him this. Look, don't do that and leave it at that. I'm not satisfied with just saying don't do that. I need you to understand why
You need to understand.
I need you to understand everything. So a problem with me, when I go, I care so much about that interaction, but I know the interaction is needed. So it drowns out or it starts to become a lecture. It starts to become like I'm just holding them up and I'm grilling them. You know what I mean? So I have to be careful that I have to stay sturdy on what I'm saying. But in the midst of what I'm saying, I have to keep drilling the right things that need to be heard. I understand that you think I'm being the bad guy right now, but this is what I got to do. This is what I'm going to do. I understand it is what it is, but big dog, I love you and I love you enough to let you look at me like I'm the enemy now. You know what I mean? But I have to keep putting you in your place and get it stuck in your head. I know I start to, when it comes to my son, it starts to seem like I'm lecturing him all the time. You know what I mean?
That's good, though. That's good.
You got to do it. Some things you have to do.
That's what he's gonna rely on when he is an adult.
When he get a little older, he's gonna for sure keep that in the back of his brain.
Like, for sure. Something told me or whatever that I shouldn't have did this, or you know what? I'm glad that this or whatever. You know what? My dad always said it's gonna come up. It's gonna be like, you know what? My dad used to always say to me. Now I understand. Now I get it. I get why he said that. You know what I mean?
Long as in the back of their head they know that somebody told them the right shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of kids, but that's not being told the right shit. So once you tell your kid the right shit, bro, and they grow up, they look back at that. They gonna always say, "My dad told me this. My dad told me this ain't cool. If I do this, it's bad." You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, the right information to your kids is always best.
Okay, so answer me this real quick, Dre, because we gonna go ahead and get up out of here in a second. Okay,
Nah,
we definitely
we
didn't
got a
get.
whole nother 30 minutes, bro.
No, we don't. We
I
definitely didn't get through everything. You stupid. You
I
stupid.
took 30 minutes to get on, bro. We
Hey,
gonna
look, next
extend
time
this
you gotta be
motherfucker,
sooner.
bro.
Matter of fact, this is what we said. You
Gang,
feel me? You
we
need to
can't.
try to get there with us sooner for the part two. Because we're gonna do a part two. We gotta finish this. You know what I mean? We did not get through all of the questions or nothing type of
Gang,
deal.
we can't
So,
extend this motherfucker.
mom, you got something after you got something coming up at 6?
Man, let's
I
extend
do.
this
Okay, so
motherfucker,
listen,
bro.
Yeah.
Drake
listen,
on this
I'll
stage,
give you
man. Let's
listen.
extend it.
Jay, I'll give you feel me, a personal 10-minute, me and you feel me, to extend it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
Okay.
in closing though, and getting ready to close it, that'll be the after. We're gonna do the little after party, 10 minutes with my boy Jay. You feel me?
Okay.
Okay.
But in closing or whatever type of deal, big dog, what is your take? Okay, I want to hear what's your take, you feel me, on separation in a marriage or something like that. But what do you feel about separation in a marriage?
Um.
Do you feel you can get back? Do you feel you can't? Let me know, you feel me, how you feel about it.
See. I'm
We
not.
got
I'm not.
5 minutes, or we got 3 minutes before we gotta be done. Talk to me now.
All right, bro. I'm not married, but I know when it comes to being married, when it comes to man and divorce, you got to spend a lot of money.
Yeah,
When it comes
it do cost money to divorce.
when it comes to men, yes.
It do cost money to divorce.
Alimony,
Yeah.
I'm talking about all that. You feel me? So I'm not really a big fan on the divorce part. If I
You
get married, ain't no
know,
divorce.
paying
That's what I'm
alimony.
talking
You
about. If
know,
I get married, I'm here
I'm
for it. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. We
If
didn't
I
already
get
decide.
married,
We
ain't no
hear that.
divorce. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
right.
hear that.
We didn't already went through so many years without being married. Once it's time for us to be married, ain't no going back.
I
I mean, it's
agree.
a wrap.
That's good.
Come
Hey,
on.
I was in my relationship and everything for 10 years before I got married, big dog. That's why I be trying to
Me
tell
too.
people.
Yeah.
That's why I be trying to tell people a year, 6 months, and all of this other stuff, bro. That's not enough time to
That's
know
not
that
enough,
person.
gang. That's what I'm, bro.
That's
This is
not
what I'm
enough
saying,
time.
bro. Motherfuckers are getting in a relationship, be with each other for a whole year and talk about marriage. That does not work, bro. At all. That's why it's a lot of marriage that's
What y'all mean?
it don't work.
So
You
what does
got
what mean?
look,
I said
look.
that
Let
works
me
all the time. What
hold
y'all
on.
talking about?
Let me elaborate. You feel what
Look,
I'm
that's
saying?
another
Because
discussion.
you got you got some motherfuckers who don't have their own place. You got some people who living with their parents. So if
Mhm.
you be in a relationship and you living with your parents, how like why would you want to get married? That's not even a good space to even want to get married. You get what I'm saying? Because when you get married, you got to plan a wedding. It's so much money that comes involved with a wedding. You get what I'm saying? So if you're not in your own space, a positive space, a loving space with your significant other, marriage is not going to work. You're going to get in a marriage and it's going to be a boyfriend and
I'm gonna tell
girlfriend
you this:
relationship.
if you gotta
I
get in the marriage,
think
and the
y'all
other
doing
person
marriage already.
No,
say
it's
what?
Y'all
say that one
doing
more
marriage
time.
things already.
No, not when you with each other for 2 years. You with
Nope.
somebody for a year and you talk about marriage. I don't even know you
You with
inside
Well,
out
somebody
for
for
real.
6 months and you talk about marriage, you got a problem.
You,
you say
come
you don't
on,
even
gang.
know.
I'm just saying, some
Come
people
here.
live with their parents. Ain't never lived with their significant other by themselves. So you know what I mean? It's different. You know, it's different.
It's
It's
not
different ways you
designed
can go
that
about it.
way. You're supposed to leave your parents' house to go live with your significant other in
No, I'm
marriage.
saying some. No, I'm saying some people stay with their parents and then still talk about marriage.
Yeah. No, what he's saying is to be in a relationship, with somebody, and y'all calling this serious and all of this, and y'all talking about marriage, but you're staying with your mother. How are you even having this conversation?
You don't know that person like that. You don't know that person.
I get what he's saying.
Are you living with your mother having kids though? Like you're not supposed to do that either.
Yeah,
no, but see, but look,
people make the mistake all the time. Okay.
No, look,
people make the mistake all the time. But it's correcting moving forward. And making sure you get your shit together. We're not here to judge you about yesterday. We're not here. This show is not judging about yesterday. This show is judging you about tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Okay.
My whole thing is about the
Look, we gotta shut this shit down. Mom, go ahead and tell about yourself. Let's get out of here. Dre, I love you, big dog.
I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for letting me get on this motherfucker.
Hey, come next week. You feel me?
Come next week. We're gonna finish
I'm gonna be on this motherfucker every time.
You gotta do part 2.
I told my girl though too. We finna be chiming in for sure every week, jumping on this motherfucker.
Listen, tell your family members, y'all. You feel me? Sub to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. You know what I mean? All of it.
All right, so when is it good to pull up? What's up?
You stupid. We talk about that after. Mom, go ahead and tell them. You know what I mean? And close it out, Mom. Babe, we'll do a video. We'll do a commercial, and then we'll come back with me and Dre for 10 minutes. Dre, don't leave.
All right. I'm Ani Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist, currently working in Lodi, opening up an office in Sacramento, able to provide services throughout California via telehealth. If you need therapy, I'm it.
You know what I mean?
She the one.
Man,
don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Have a good night.
See y'all. All right, love you, Mom.
All right now.
I always feel like a reality star where everything is being cut. Just make me look bad. And then you won't have these issues.
You just can't be dumb is all. You stepped in here. Listen, big dog. Here is the disconnect. Here is the disconnect with what you're speaking on, okay?
Because if you're not in a relationship with them, how could you really have a real issue with them? Who picks this stuff?
Where is your angle? What is your point? What are you trying to get at here?
So don't nobody get in here and get to talking and attacking me. You know what I mean? Because you done misinterpreted did something that I done said.
You just can't be my family member just talking about you need to leave him. Now, when I was younger, I have, spilled the beans. I was a snitch.
Here's the problem, big dog. That's where we're having this, what are you talking about type of moment.
Then I'm not going to be in this situation. My thing is, how long ago was that?
It's just a shocker. It's a shocker to me that I'm not a problem. You feel me? Coming from the family that I came from. So
they don't have common sense.
It's a lot of people out here tricking. Well, quit playing. Stop playing with us now.
Right. You feel me? Like, you better stop.
No.
You gotta have respect. If you don't have respect, it's not gonna work. It's like gangster.
Listen. My family is extra, okay? My family is definitely random. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business. You know what I mean? That's their relationship. Mind your business.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be the problem. It was a problem whether she won or lost. You know what I mean? Look.
I know one thing. He better not hit my sister first.
Listen. What is you talking about? Block her. What is you talking about? Block her.